giving up on, is one of the topics that I talk about in 3 Feet from Gold. The whole concept when we did the book was talking about the gold miner in Think and Grow Rich who gave up just 3 feet away from the largest strike in the history of the United States. And it seems most people give up on their dreams when they're that close to the finish line. And for myself, I found after interviewing amazing people from around the world, it came down to one, a mindset of finding something called the knowing. See, a lot of people go for something that they believe, they wish, they hope for, rather than what they know in their heart to be true. For example, if I go, I hope I'll find love one day. Well, that's great compared to someone who goes, no, I know I will. I'm on Match.com, I'm going to my local church, here's a vision board of the characteristics of someone I'm looking for. They've got a laser beam focus, so therefore when they have obstacles, they don't give up because they know they're on track. So for myself, I just work towards things that I know in my heart I should be doing, and that keeps me from being derailed when the going gets tough.
Some people want to achieve something, but they say, I have no passion, I don't know, I have potential, I want to do a lot, but I don't know what to do.
Right. Well, passion's not enough. Here's the bottom line. I wish it was. You see these infomercial guys say, find your passion and the money will follow. But that's not really true. Because if you watch some of these TV talent shows, like American Idol, a lot of kids show up with passion, but most of them stink. They don't have a lot of talent. So passion without talent, you're not going to really make it. But then you have to take action and associate with someone who can open the doors and have that faith, that knowing that that's a journey you're destined for. Think about it like this. If you're passionate about singing and you're talented, you took action with the right people and had the faith that that's a journey, you might have a shot.
How do they find the right people? Not everybody is accessible.
Oh, that's not true. The most successful people are also the most available people.
Yeah, I remember you said that.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're brand new at something, you're happy-go-lucky, you're fresh, you're new. If you're at the pinnacle, you're happy-go-lucky, you got nothing to prove. If you're in the middle, sometimes you're a pain in the neck because you're filled with ego, you're edging God out, you're finding your own voice. So for myself, I realized I just surround myself with the people who are already getting the results I want, the high people, and I just cut to the front of the line. When I wanted to become an author, I went to the best-selling authors and said, teach me. Speaker, same thing. Filmmaker, same thing. And here we are today.
And fear of rejection.
Yeah, when I did my first book, it was called The Millionaire Mentor, and I was turned down by 268 publishers, agents, printers in a row. And the 269th person said, we'll do your project. All you have to do is change the title, the beginning, the middle, and the end. And I thought they knew more than I did, so I took their counsel and followed that advice, and thank goodness I did. And for myself, I realized after interviewing one of the top billionaires on this planet, he says your success is in direct proportion to your ability to sustain a no. So, and if you're willing to ask enough ladies out, eventually you'll get a date for the dance. Just don't give up.
Do you have a role model, or did you have a role model like a few years ago?
Yeah, when it comes to role models, I call it mentorship. And I've had amazing mentors in my life. The first one was a guy named Charlie Tremendous Jones. And he has a quote, it says that we are the same today as we'll be in 5 years, except for 2 things: the people we meet and the books we read. It's who you hang out with, it's what you put in your head that determines your character as a person, and I believe that to be true. We can have multiple mentors in our life. See, people get caught up in this misnomer. They think that they find one person and they're the individual that guides them through everything. See, I've got a great tennis coach, and he teaches me my backhand. But I'm not going to ask him about my financial advice. Same thing as I'm not going to ask someone who works with me on my relationships anymore about my success in writing. The realities are I have multiple mentors for the things I'm working for most.
Do you have any specific rituals you do every day to stay healthy, physically, emotionally, mentally?
Yeah, a little bit of that balance. Everyone kind of uses that word hard to me. I mean, the realities are you just got to be. It's not a matter of something I really put a mindset on as much as it's a daily life that I do. So I only work X amount of hours a day, and then I make sure I go home to be with my new baby and my wife and my family. And then I make sure that I separate business from personal life as much as I can and make sure I get some exercise. So yes, I have that little bit of a balanced lifestyle, but I think it's more of living the lifestyle than trying to do it.
And do you have an opinion on conventional college education?
Well, for myself, fortunately or unfortunately, I did not get a college degree. And one of the greatest interviews I did was with a gentleman who is the president of NASCAR that made it into the multi-billion-dollar industry it is today. And he said something to me, he says, it's not the degree that hangs on your wall that matters most, It's the degree of passion and desire and commitment in your heart. And for me, I find that truly to be the case. Pay attention to the people we hang out with. Remember this, that we are a direct reflection of the 5 people we hang around the most. And our attitude, our income, and lifestyle is the exact average of that group. So in high school, if you hung around the smoking section, chances are you're a smoker. Hung around the jocks, you're a jock. Same thing applies today. Where are you getting your information from? Make sure they're winners, and eventually you'll become one too.